think it's high time we tackle a bedroom. And yes, you're right, it is not very big. In fact, this room is only 3 meters squared, in fact, a little bit less. So space-saving, clever storage ideas in here are going to be vitally important. This is a teenage girl's bedroom, so I really want to give it some character and put her own personal stamp on it. The look I'm going for, well, it's modern boho chic. It's what every teenage girl these days seems to love. Now, because we can't move too much around in here, this is a double bed, it has to stay where it is. So what I want to do is incorporate some storage under the bed. That way we can utilise this real estate. And give her a bed head just to give this wall a little bit more presence with storage by the side. And all teenagers, well, they love a space to study. So over here under the window, I think we'll build a really clever desk, one that's not permanent, but she can actually fold it down when she needs a little bit more space. So first things first, you know the drill, I'm going to have to clean out the room and start with the painting. Another box, please, Scott.
Coming through, coming through.
Want to see the colour I've chosen for the walls? It's probably not what you're expecting. Ta-da! It's dark, right? What is she thinking, you're saying? Well, you know, for me, when you're choosing a colour, it's not just about how it looks on the walls, it's actually how it makes you feel when you're in the room. This is a bedroom. It can afford to be dark, it can be moody, it can be relaxing, even cosy and retreat-like. Remember, we're going to punctuate it with sheets and other accessories in the room, so it just won't seem as scary as it probably does right now. For the built-in furniture and shelving in the bedroom, I'm going to make it myself. And trust me, I will keep this simple. I've chosen to use a beautiful hardwood. This stuff is so good. You can buy it in panels in all different types of timber. This is an ash, has a lovely soft, almost pinky kind of grain to it. Perfect for the boho look. So first up, I'm going to start with the desk. Now, the great thing about this desk, it's going to be versatile. It's going to be foldable, so it can be actually put away when needed. This is hardwood, so what I've done here is created clearance holes. Now, I've countersunk it, as you can see here, is you push the screw through and it easily clears that hole. So with the other piece of timber, I need to do a pilot hole, and that means that it will actually neatly go into the other half quite easily. So pilot holes first, then glue and screw them together. And the thing to remember when you're working with glue is to always have a damp cloth at hand. That way you can wipe away any excess before it dries. With my base cabinets made, I can now get onto the desktop itself. Now, I've had it cut, so to allow it to sit neatly within that window reveal, what I need to do is just mark it up and check it out. And for that, I'm just using my jigsaw, easiest saw to use for the job. A little bit of chiselling. On with the hinges. And now we can install the whole unit. Some beautiful timber in our sea of blue walls. This desktop is actually going to have a fair bit of weight to it. So what Scotty's done here is attached this pivoting bracket or shelf support. So shall we see if this goes on nicely?
Yep.
See how good my cutting is? Snug, didn't doubt it for a minute. Okay, on with the other half. Fabulous. This is such a clever little desk idea. By utilising this full window sill, we've got this 100mm here, plus the 200. When the desk flap is up, we have a full 600mm desk. I reckon that is such a great way to max out unused space, don't you? To protect the timber, what I'm using here is just a clear water-based varnish. I've gone for matte. I just wanted very minimal change with the timber. You can see it's gone slightly darker, but it really enhances the grain. If you're wondering about the drawer fronts, you can of course buy them off the shelf. But for me, I'm just using the same hardwood timber as I used for the desk. That way, I'll get a really streamlined, uniform look. Assembly is very easy. If you've just got a drill or a screwdriver, that's all you need. You don't even need to glue these. Everything's pre-drilled. So just set them up in any combination you like. By swapping out the ensemble bed base for these drawer units, it's such a good idea because we'll actually be able to reclaim the wasted space under the bed. It's an idea anyone can do. So we've got this great combination here of 3 drawers across the front, 1 at the foot of the bed, and for this wasted space here, well, I've got an idea for that too. This timber batten and the one across the top will act as a support for a large sheet of MDF that goes on top of this whole base area. But instead of wasting this space, what we're going to do is build a trapdoor as a little space to house blankets and pillows and those things that just don't get used often. Oh God. With the headboard, it's really going to start to take shape in here now. You can see what we've done is we've actually used a full sheet of the timber. Now for down the end, we're just fixing in a little bedside table, a perfect spot for a book and a glass of water. Hasn't this given us a really beautiful timber, really natural finish? Now with these timber panels on the front, what we've done is we've screwed them from behind, so again, it keeps the profile, no screw heads in sight. And if you're wondering about handles, we don't need them here because that's just somewhere to catch your legs. What we've done is made the drawer fronts just a little deeper so you can get your hand underneath. That's how you access the drawer. Very neat solution. This is a really handy drawer down the end of the bed, and if you're wondering about this, it's just simply an end panel to complete the line. Thinking back to how this room was furnished before, that big, bulky tall boy, well, it took up so much real estate. So by being able to get rid of it, look at all of the floor space we've actually gained back. Now we're utilising this wall, we still want to use it for storage. So what we've done here is just built a series of these cube shelves. They're just made out of MDF. And I've chosen to paint them in the same colour as the wall because I don't want them to appear too bulky. I just want them to kind of disappear. Now they are weighty, so what Scotty's done is he's marked up where the studs are, and we're screwing now directly into those studs so they'll be nice and strong. These little cubby holes make incredible storage, but with the addition of mirrors, they double as, I guess, a giant dressing table. Now what we've done is we've actually made these to suit the size of the mirrors. These are off-the-shelf standard mirrors, about $20 a piece, so very affordable. Now in this section here, we've also added a power point perfect for a hairdryer and straightening irons. That's looking good. Oh, I love this. Isn't it great? Modern boho, well, it's all about the textures and layering. So here what we've done is we've chosen the blush pink as the accent colour. We've really drawn that out of the timber here. Now we've drawn the blue from the wall down to another layer on the bed. Just a simple throw will do the trick. And to sharpen everything up and keep it nice and crisp, that's where the white comes in. But again, it's not just plain white. These have gorgeous texture just in the weave. And look at these tassels, really fun. Thinking back, you have to admit, this bedroom was fairly plain, dull and uninspiring, but take a look at it now. It's warm, it's sophisticated, and it really does have that modern boho edge. We ticked that box, certainly. But the other box we definitely ticked was clever space-saving solutions. We've got so many of them in here. Everything from the bed head to the bedside table that just floats in the air. It's so beautiful. We've got storage under the bed. Also, we've got this desk that folds away. There's plenty of study space there. And we've got a whole wall full of clever storage here. Now the color, how do you feel about it? Personally, I love it. I think this is a really great backdrop. So if you're scared about embracing deep colors, don't be, because look how fabulous they can be when punctuated with everything else. All in all, I think this is a beautiful space and will make one teenage girl very happy.